Tonight, I had the privilege of seeing Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Of course, the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie based on the video game franchise. And I'll just say this really quickly about the franchise. It's not something I ever liked. Growing up, it's always something that seemed gross. It seemed weird. It always just kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies, not in the way that it was looking for. It kind of just seemed... Yeah, it kind of gave me the willies. And not that it freaked me out. It just seemed weird. I don't know how many different ways I have to say it. And then I saw the first movie 2 years ago, and I don't remember squat about it. The one thing I wrote on Letterboxd was just piece of shit. And I'll have to believe 2023 Zach, because I remember walking out of the theater and thinking it was a piece of shit. That's pretty much all I do remember. And yeah, I don't really have too much to say about Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Otherwise, except that it sucked. And I don't like Matthew Lillard at all. I want to say that first. Matthew Lillard in 2025 just annoys the shit out of me. I loved him in 1996. I love him in Scream. But present day Matthew Lillard is just very, very annoying, very Reddit. Very, like, staring at the camera. And it's just like, I'm all set. Josh Hutcherson's in these movies, too. I'll give him a quick shout-out. He's sort of taking the world by storm with his sitcom abilities in I Love L.A., but, I mean, he's in these movies, too. And that's pretty much all the good I'll have to say about them. So this movie, like I said, it's the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I would not have seen this movie. It's not something I planned on seeing. But, I mean, I had nothing going on today, or earlier today. So, yeah. And much to my surprise, it was opening day for the movie. And I did not like that at all. I did not like the optics of me walking in there with my, lead tickets for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, please. Like, I just don't like the optics of that. Like I said earlier, I felt very gross just doing it. I felt like I started smelling bad just by showing the woman my ticket. Anyway, I walk into the theater, and for the first, 10 minutes, I mean, it's a bad movie, obviously. I don't remember anything for the first one. I don't care where it picks up, but it picks up, and I mean, it sucks right away, but it's not anything offensive off the bat, and I'm thinking to myself, can this movie be fun? Can I just at least have a good time here? It doesn't have to be scary. I'm not planning on being scared by Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but can I at least have a good time here for an hour and 44 minutes, I think it runs. And then, because I was taking these notes throughout the movie, and that was the last thing I wrote for an hour. And also, what an asshole I look like taking notes during Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But I also kind of like it. Anyway, then the next thing I write is probably an hour and change later, probably an hour later. And I wrote, no, it can't be, after I wrote, can it be fun? The movie is just completely joyless. It's not fun in a bad way. It's not, corny or cheesy. It's, clearly trying in a way to be scary. But it's just not. This is just, it just feels like a baby movie. It feels like a horror movie for babies. And I know that this is actually, I don't even think it is. I was going to say, I know this is a franchise for children, the video games, but I really don't think it is. I think it's for, people that are, my age. People that are, in their 20s and, late teens as well. People that grew up on it and then, also teenagers play it. So I don't think this movie is for, 10-year-olds. It's not, a horror movie for, 12-year-olds. No, it's supposed to be a real horror movie, and it really is just so joyless. There's one decent sequence where, these YouTubers sort of people come in and, investigate the building, and, they're getting, spoilers, who cares? It's fucking Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But they get picked off one by one, and it's just not scary at all. They don't really show anything scary that happens. The only, real scares they go for, it's just oh, there's the animatronics. And these animatronics are just so goofy looking. They're so silly. Yeah, they look real, but they just look so stupid. And the way they move, there's not one thing scary about them. They just kind of lumber around, and then they're just kind of there. And the camera shows them, and they have red eyes now. That's why they're scary. They're scary because they have red eyes. Are you 4 years old? Is this an episode of Bluey? What are we doing? And I don't know, I'm kind of flying through this because I don't really have much to say. One thing that I was thinking about is what am I really looking for with Five Nights at Freddy's 2? I mean, the bar is in the sole of my shoe. That's how high it is. That didn't make sense. I was trying to kind of make something up there. But the bar is not high at all. And I mean, I was at least looking for a decent not a decent, at least looking for a good-ish time at the movies, not a terrible time at the movies. The movie's just so bad, it just drags the entire time from start to finish. You're checking my watch the whole time. I don't actually wear a watch, but seriously, I'm just like, when is this thing gonna end? And I'm gonna give things away here, but the end of the movie, it's just like, oh, our heroes are backed into a corner, and then all of a sudden, it's just like, oh no, they're not anymore. All the good guys are here. All the good animatronics are here. It's just completely ridiculous. And I mean, I don't really have much else to say. I think I've been going on for like 6 minutes here. Like, let me look down here at my little notes, but yeah, like, I don't know who this is for. I don't know what the target audience is here. Like, it feels sort of like the entire thing, I guess, is just for people who love Five Nights at Freddy's, maybe. Like, that's the only way that it might be any fun whatsoever. It's just like, oh, I recognize those characters. Like, that's it. But, like, this is seriously like a 6-year-old level movie, and I know that the target audience for the game isn't for 6-year-olds, so it's really just sort of an appalling movie, I guess. Just a terrible movie. And I feel like that goes on to, I don't even know who directed this thing. I'm saving that by not knowing the name, but like, even like the child acting performances at times are just so bad. And I don't want to pick on the kids, but I think that falls most on the director, the direction, when the child acting is so bad. And from all the kids, it's just so weird. Like, ugh. I really don't have a lot to say about this movie. I really did not like this movie. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, just such a joyless movie. Bleh.